Hello everybody, I just want to take the first 30 seconds of this video to kind of shout out, so if you want to skip it, feel free. I want to thank you all for sticking with me and sticking with this, because not only do I suffer from dyslexia, but I suffer from a lot of mental health problems, so even though this is something I really enjoy doing, I don't always get around to it because I have a hard time finding the motivation, so thank you, and thank you for sticking with me. Now, this is again going to be a reading of the Player's Handbook, starting off from where we left off with Clerics, going through their second half, which is their divine domains, which is going to start off on page 59. Divine domains. So, divine domains. In a pantheon, every deity has influence over different aspects of mortal life and civilization, called a deity's domain. All the domains over which a deity has influence are called the deity's portfolio. For example, the portfolio of the Greek god Apollo includes domains of knowledge, life, and light. As a cleric, you choose one aspect of your deity's portfolio to emphasize, and you are granted powers related to that domain. Your choice might correspond to a particular sect dedicated to your deity. Apollo, for example, could be worshipped in one region as Phobos, radiant. Apollo, emphasizing his influence over the light domain, in a different place as Apollo's Asius, healing, emphasizing his association with the life domain. Alternatively, your choice of domain could simply be a matter of personal preference, the aspect of the deity that appeals to you the most. Each domain's description give examples of deities who influence over that domain. Gods are included from the worlds of the Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk, Dragonlance, and Eberron campaign settings, as well as from the Celtic, Greek, Norse, and Egyptian pantheons of antiquity. Knowledge domain. The gods of knowledge, including Ogma, Bakab, Gillen, Orion, and Thoth, value learning and understanding above all. Some teach that knowledge is to be gathered and shared in libraries and universities, or promote the practical knowledge of craft and invention. Some deities hoard knowledge and keep its secrets to themselves. And some promise their followers that they will gain tremendous power if they unlock the secrets of the multiverse. Followers of these gods study esoteric lore, collect old tomes, delve into the secrets and secret places of the earth, and learn all they can. Some gods of knowledge promote the practical knowledge of craft and invention, including smith deities like Gond, Rarix, Onatar, Moradin, Hephaestus, and oh please God, and Gobnir. I hope, and if that's your deity, I am very sorry for butchering it. Knowledge domain spells. Cleric level. First, command identify. Third, augury suggestion. Fifth, non-detection speak with dead. Seventh, arcane eye confusion. Ninth, legend lore and scrying. Blessings of knowledge. At first level, you learn 2 languages of your choice. You also can become proficient in your choice of 2 of the following skills: Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion. Your proficiency is doubled for any ability check that you make using either of those skills. Channel Divinity, Knowledge of the Ages. Starting at the 2nd level, you can use your Channel Divinity to tap in to a divine well of knowledge. As an action, you choose one skill or tool. For 10 minutes, you have proficiency with the chosen skill or tool. Channel divinity, read thoughts. At 6th level, you can use your channel divinity to read a creature's thoughts. You can then use your access to the creature's mind to command it. As an action, choose one creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. That creature must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature succeeds on the saving throw, you can't use this feature on it again until you finish a long rest. If the creature fails its save, you can read its surface thoughts, those most forefront in its mind. Reflecting its current emotions and what it's actively thinking about when it is within 60 feet of you. This effect lasts for 1 minute. During that time, you use your action to end this effect and cast Suggestion spell on the creature without expending a spell slot. The target automatically fails its saving throw against the spell. Potent spellcasting. Starting at the 8th level, you add your wisdom modifier to the damage you deal with any cleric cantrip. Visions of the past. Starting at the 17th level, you can call up visions from the past that relate to an object you hold or your immediate surroundings. You spend at least 1 minute in meditation and prayer, and then receive dream-like shadowy glimpses of recent events. You can meditate in this way for a number of minutes equal to your wisdom score and must maintain concentration during that time, as if you were casting a spell. Once you use this feature, you cannot use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Object reading. Holding an object as you meditate, you can see visions of the object's previous owner. After meditating for 1 minute, you learn how the owner acquired and lost the object, as well as the most recent significant event involving the object and that owner. If the object was owned by another creature in the recent past, within a number of days equal to your wisdom score, you can spend 1 additional minute for each owner to learn the same information about that creature. Area reading. As you meditate, you see visions of recent events in your immediate vicinity, a room, street, tunnel, clearing, or the like, up to a 50 feet cube. Going back for a number of days equal to your wisdom score. For each minute you meditate, you learn about one significant event, beginning with the most recent. Significant events typically involve powerful emotions such as battles and betrayals, marriages and murders, births and funerals. However, they might also include more mundane events that are nevertheless important to your current situation. Life domain. The life domain focuses on the vibrant, positive energy, one of the fundamental focuses of the universe that sustains all life. The gods of life promote vitality and health through healing the sick and wounded, caring for those in need, and driving away the forces of death and undeath. Almost any non-evil deity can claim influence over this domain, particularly agricultural deities, such as, Chante, Aruai, and Demeter. Sun gods, such as Laventher, Pelor, and Rihokri. I'm sorry. Gods of healing or endurance, such as Ilmater, Mishakel, Apollo, and Dionychus, and gods of home and community, such as Hestia, Hathor, and Boldre. And as I screw these up, you can tell which of these pantheons I actually pay attention to in my daily life. Life domain spells. Cleric level, first. Bless and cure wounds. Third, lesser restoration spiritual weapon. Fifth, beacon of hope, revivify. Seventh, death ward, guardian of faith. Ninth, mass cure wounds and raise dead. Proficiency bonus. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain proficiency with heavy armor. Disciple of life. Also starting at first level, your healing spells, are more effective whenever you use a spell of the first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature. The creature regains an additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Channel Divinity, preserve life. Starting at second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to heal the badly injured. As an action, you present your holy symbol and evoke healing energy that you can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creature within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them. Any creatures within 30 feet of you. This feature can restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. You cannot use this feature on undead, or a construct. Blessed Healer. Beginning at the 6th level, the healing spells you cast on others heal you as well. When you cast a spell of the first level or higher that restores hit points to a creature other than you gain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Yay, trickle down. Divine Strike. At 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal 1d8 extra radiant damage to the target. When you reach the 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8. Supreme Healing. Starting at 17th level, when you normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell, you instead use the highest number possible for each die. For example, instead of restoring 2d6 hit points to a creature, you will restore 12. Light Domain. Gods of Light, including Helm, Lathander, Poultice, Ranchala, the Silver Flame, Belenus, Apollo, and Hecarity, promote the ideals of rebirth and renewal, truth, vigilance, and beauty, often using the symbol of the sun. Some of these gods are portrayed as the sun itself, or as a charioteer who guides the sun across the sky. Others are tireless sentinels whose eyes pierce every shadow and see through every deception. Some deities of beauty and artistry who teach that art is a vehicle for the soul's improvement. Clerics of a god of light are enlightened souls infused with radiance and the power of their god's discerning vision, charged with chasing away lies and burning away darkness. Light Domain spells. Cleric level. First, Burning Hands, Fairy Fire. Third, Flaming Sphere and Scorching Ray. Fifth, Daylight, Fireball. Seventh, Guardian of Faith, Wall of Fire. Ninth, Flame Strike, Scrying. Bonus Cantrip. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain the Light Cantrip, if you don't know it already. Warding Flare. Also at first level, you can interpose divine light between yourself and attacking enemy. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before it hits or misses. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of once. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn. I've never done a cleric, but I just love the names of this crap. Stuff. Starting at second level, you can use Channel Divinity to harness sunlight, banishing darkness and dealing radiant damage to your foes. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your Cleric level on a failed saving throw, and half as much damage on a successful one. If a creature that has total cover from you, is not effective. 4 months off is a bad thing, huh? Improved Flare. Starting at 6th level, you can use your Warding Flare feature when a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you attacks a creature other than you. Potent Spellcasting. Starting at the 8th level, you add your Wisdom modifier to the damage you deal with any Cleric cantrip. Corona of Light. Starting at the 17th level, you can use your action to activate an aura of sunlight that lasts for 1 minute or until you dismiss it using another action. You emit bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light 30 feet beyond that. Your enemies in the bright light have disadvantage on saving throws against any spells that deal fire or radiant damage. Nature Domain. Gods of nature are as varied as the natural world itself, and inscrutable gods from the deep forests such as Sylvanus, Obadhai, Shizlev, Balinor, and Pan, to friendly deities associated with particular springs and groves, such as Ildeth. Druids revere nature as a whole and might serve one of these deities, practicing mysterious rites and reciting all but forgotten prayers in their own secret language. But many of these gods have clerics as well, champions, who take a more active role in advancing these interests of a particular nature god. These clerics might hunt evil monstrosities that despoil the woodlands, bless the harvest of the faithful, or wither the crops of those who have angered their gods. Love a vengeful spirit. Nature Domain spells. Cleric level first. Animal Friendship and Speak with Animals. Third. Bark Skin, Spike Growth. Fifth. Plant Growth, Wind Wall. Seventh. Dominate Beast, Grasping Vine. Ninth. Insect Plague, Tree Stride. Acolyte of Nature. At first level, you will learn one Druid cantrip of your choice. You also gain proficiency in one of the following skills of your choice: Animal Handling, Nature, or Survival. Bonus proficiency. Also at first level, you gain proficiency with Heavy Armor, Channel Divinity, Charm Animal and Plants. Starting at the second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to charm animals and plants. As an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke the name of your deity. Each beast or plant creature that can see you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is now charmed by you for 1 minute or until it takes damage. While it is charmed by you, it is friendly to you and other creatures you designate. Dampen Elements. Starting at the 6th level, When you or a creature within 30 feet of you takes acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to grant resistance to the creature against that instance of damage. Divine Strike. At the 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 cold, fire, or lightning damage, your choice, to the target. When you reach the 14th level, the extra damage increases to a 2d8. Master of Nature. At the 17th level, you gain the ability to command animals and plants. While creatures that are charmed by your Charm Animals and Plants feature, you can take a bonus action on your turn to verbally command what each of those creatures will do on its next turn. Tempest Domain. Gods whose portfolios include Tempest Domain, including Talos, Umberlay, Cord, Zebum, the Devourer, Zeus, and Thor, govern storms, sea, and sky. They include gods of thunder and lightning, gods of earthquakes, some fire gods, and certain gods of violence, physical strength, and courage. In some pantheons, a god in this domain rules over other deities and is known for swift justice delivered by thunderbolts. In the pantheons of the seafaring people, gods of this domain are ocean deities and patrons of the sailors. Tempest gods send their clerics to inspire fear in the common folk, either to keep those folk on the path of righteousness or encourage them to offer sacrifices of propitiation to ward off divine wrath, aka sacrifices to make your god like you. Tempest domain spells. First, fog cloud, thunder wave. Third, gust of wind, shatter. Fifth, tall lightning, sleet storm. Seventh, control water, ice storm. Ninth, destructive wave, insect plague. Bonus proficiencies. At first level, you gain proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor. Wrath of the Storm. Pardon. Also at first level, you can thunderously rebuke attackers. When a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause this creature to make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, your choice, on a failed saving throw, and half as much damage on a successful one. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of once. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Channel Divinity, Destructive Wrath. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your Channel Divinity to wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. Thunderbolt Strike. At 6th level, when you deal lightning damage to a large or smaller creature, you can also push it up to 10 feet away from you. Divine Strike. At 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target. When you reach the 14th level, the extra damage increases to a 2d8. Stormborn. At the 17th level, you have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed whenever you are not underground or indoors. And I'm going to have to pause for a bit. So I apologize for that pause and the change of venue, but I ran out of time before work, and if I don't finish this, I'm never going to. Trickery Domain. Gods of trickery, such as Timora, Besheba, Olia Damara, the Traveler, Garl Glittergold, and Loki are mischief makers and instigators who stand as a constant challenge to the accepted order among both gods and mortals. They're patrons of thieves, scoundrels, gamblers, rebels, and liberators. Their clerics are a disruptive force in the world, puncturing pride, mocking tyrants, stealing from the rich, freeing captives, and flouting hollow traditions. They prefer subterfuge, deception, pranks, and rather than direct confrontation. Trickery domain spells. Cleric level. First, charm person, disguise self. Third, mirror image, pass without trace. Fifth, blink, dispel magic. Seventh, dimension door, polymorph. Ninth, dominate person, modify memory. Blessing of the trickster. Starting when you choose this domain at first level, you can use your action to touch a willing creature other than yourself and give it advantage on dexterity, stealth checks. This blessing lasts for 1 hour or until you use this feature again. Channel divinity, invoke duplicity. Starting at second level, you can use your channel divinity to create an illusionary duplicate. Restart. Starting at second level, you can use your channel divinity to create an illusionary duplicate of yourself. As an action, you create a perfect illusion of yourself that lasts for 1 minute, or until you lose your concentration, as if you were concentrating on a spell. The illusion appears in an unoccupied space that you can see within 30 feet of you. As a bonus action, on your turn, you can move the illusion up to 30 feet to a space you can see, but it must remain within 120 feet of you. For the duration, you cast spells as though you were in the illusion's space, but you must use your own senses. Additionally, when both you and your illusion are within 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you have advantage on the attack rolls against that creature, given how distraction the illusion is to the target. Channel Divinity, Cloak of Shadows. Starting at 6th level, you can use your Channel Divinity to vanish. As an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn. You become visible if you attack or cast a spell. Divine Strike. At the 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with poison, a gift from your deity. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 poison damage to the target. When you reach 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8. Improved Duplicity. At the 17th level, you can create up to 4 duplicates of yourself instead of 1. When you use Invoke Duplicity as a bonus action on your turn, you can move any number of them up to 30 feet to a maximum range of 120 feet. War Domain. War has many manifestations. It can make heroes of ordinary people. It can be desperate and horrific, with acts of cruelty and cowardice eclipsing instances of excellence and courage. In either case, the gods of war watch over warriors and reward them for their great deeds. The clerics of such gods excel in battle, inspiring others to fight the good fight or offering acts of violence as prayers. Gods of war include champions of honor and chivalry, such as Torm, Heronius, and Kirijolith, as well as gods of destruction and pillage, such as Erisnul, the Fury, Grumish, and Ares, and gods of conquest and domination, such as Bane, Hextor, and Maglubian. Other war gods, such as Tepes, Nike, and Nuada, take a more neutral stance, promoting war in all of its manifestations and supporting warriors in any circumstance. War domain spells. Cleric level. First, Divine Favor, Shield of Faith. Third, Magic Weapon, Spiritual Weapon. Fifth, Crusader's Mantle, Spirit Guardians. Seventh, Freedom of Movement and Stone Skin. Ninth, Flame Strike, Hold Monster. Bonus proficiencies. At first level, you gain proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor. War Priest. From first level, your god delivers bolts of inspiration to you while you are engaging in battle. When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, minimum of once. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Channel Divinity, Guarded Strike. Starting at second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to strike with supernatural accuracy. When you make an attack roll, you can use your Channel Divinity to gain a plus 10 bonus to the roll. You make this choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses. Channel Divinity, War God's Blessing. At 6th level, when a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to grant that creature a plus 10 bonus to the roll using your Channel Divinity. You make this choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether or not the attack hit or misses. Divine Strike. At 8th level, you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 damage of the same type dealt by the weapon to the target. When you reach 14th level, the extra damage increases to 2d8. Avatar of Battle. At 17th level, you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. And that finishes off Cleric. Thank you for sticking with me, and I know I will try to be doing much better than 4 months in between for doing these videos. I hope you enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, follow, and keep playing.